Hey guys! Today, let us have grammar. To start with, let us recall the important terms. Subject. It is a noun. It can be a person, an animal, or a thing. It functions as the doer of the action or the topic in the sentence. Predicate. It is a verb. It is the action being done by the subject. Let's do this activity. What I want you to do is tell whether the given group of words has a subject, a predicate, having both subject and predicate, or none at all. Number 1. Cried yesterday. So what do we have there? Do we have a subject or predicate? We have a predicate. That is cried. Number 2. Horror movies lately. What do we have there? We have subject, which is horror movies. Horror movies is the topic being talked in that group of words. Number 3. Above the clouds. So what do we have there? There is no subject and no predicate. What is that above the clouds? There's nothing. So, no subject. And there is also no action, therefore, no predicate. Number 4. I found my coin purse under my bed. Kindly analyze. What do we have there? We have a subject, which is I, the doer of the action, and we have a predicate, which is found, the action being done by the subject. Number 5. While you were sleeping. For the last time, what do we have there? We have a subject, which is you, the doer of the action, and our predicate is were sleeping, the action being done by the subject. The group of words in our previous activity are examples of phrase, clause, and sentence. Let us differentiate the term one by one. Phrase is a group of words that stands together as a single grammatical unit, typically as part of a clause or a sentence. It cannot stand alone because it does not have subject and predicate. Therefore, it does not have complete idea. But sometimes it contains article, examples, your a, an, and the, your preposition, examples, in, on, at, etc., and noun. Examples. On the table. We do not have subject and predicate. What we have here is preposition, which is on, followed by an article, the, and noun, table. Finished the task. We have here a predicate, which is finished, the action being done, but we do not have subject. Nobody is mentioned as the doer of the action. Christine and her friends. We have here subject, which are Christine and her friends, but there is no action being mentioned. Therefore, no predicate. The next one is clause. It is a group of words having both subject and predicate. It sometimes acts as a sentence. Take note of the term. It is only sometimes. Clause has two types, the independent clause and dependent clause. And let's discuss it one by one. Independent clause is one that can stand alone as a sentence. It has a subject, or the doer of the action, a predicate, or the action being done by the subject, and a complete thought. After I die, I will be forgotten. Notice the comma and identify if which group of words can stand alone. The subject is I, the predicate is will be forgotten, and it has a complete thought. I love my country, so I will make sure to protect its sovereignty. Again, notice the comma and identify if which group of words can stand alone. I is the subject and love is the predicate. I love my country is a complete thought. Because I woke up late, I failed to submit my project. Again, notice the comma. The subject is I, and the predicate is failed. And I failed to submit my project is a complete thought. Before they leave the classroom, they turn off the lights. The subject here is they, and the predicate is turn off. And they turn off the lights is a complete thought. How about the dependent clause? It is a type of clause that cannot stand alone as a sentence. It's because sometimes it has a subject but no predicate. It has predicate but no subject, or sometimes it has both but it does not have complete thought. From the name itself, dependent, therefore, it needs to be attached or joined to an independent clause. And it normally starts with before, if, when, after, because, since, therefore. Look at the examples. These are the same examples that we used in our independent clause. We have there a subject, I, and a predicate, die. And we have the clue word, which is after. But, does it have a complete thought? It doesn't. Therefore, it needs to be attached with an independent clause. The subject is I, and the predicate is will make. You have the clue word, so. Again, though it contains subject and predicate, but it does not have a complete thought. Therefore, it needs to be attached in an independent clause. The subject is I, and the predicate is woke up, and your clue word is because. In here, the subject is they, the predicate is live, and your clue word is before. In identifying whether that is independent or dependent, be observant with the comma and the clue words. Let's compare again the two. So the pink one is the independent clause and the blue one is your dependent clause. The last one is sentence. It is a set of words that contains a subject and a predicate. Expresses a complete thought, begins with a capital letter or big letter, and ends with a period, question mark, or exclamation point. Everyone needs food. Everyone is the subject, needs is the predicate, and it has a complete thought. Are you okay? If the sentence is in an interrogative form, you have to transform that into declarative so that it will be easy for you to identify the subject and the predicate. The subject is you and the predicate is are. Look out! If the sentence is in an exclamatory form, subject there is considered as the person you are talking to. And if you will write the subject, it should be enclosed in a parenthesis, and that is called as invisible subject. When the teacher makes the subject fun, we learn a lot. Observe this one. The words with single underline is considered as the dependent clause, and the words with double underline are considered as independent clause. If we combine them, that is a sentence. So I guess you are now ready for our next activity. What I want you to do is tell whether the given group of words is a phrase, clause, or sentence. In your notebook, write P if that is phrase, write C if that is clause, and write S if that is sentence.